I felt for me, guys, I don't know about you lot, man, but it was a David Raya masterclass, man. I felt like for me that was almost David De Gea, man. I thought, yo, it's David De Gea there, bro. Like, it's actually David De Gea right there because, bro, he put in some David De Gea kind of saves, bro. And we played better second half than we did for the first half. The first half we need to forget about, even though it was a brilliant free kick from Bruno Fernandes. But I generally believe we won that game 3-1 in the second half. We should have won that game, should I say, in the second half. Like, we made the better chances. Mazarawi won. The one from Bruno in the end. The Højlund chance, oh my God, he should have buried that. He should have lifted his head up. I think Xerxes as well, he should have done better with this chance as well. Some big opportunities, man, that we had, man. We didn't do it, man. And I'm gutted. I really am, because that's one of the best second half performances we played. And it seems to me that when we play against the bigger teams, the better teams, we kind of rise to it. Amarin rises to the occasion a little bit. So I can't lie, man. I'm a bit gutted. Obviously, for you lot, you try to play your side-to-side football, man. And I can't lie, I was a bit bored with that, man. I was just like, yo, get the ball off these lot, man. All they're doing is side-to-side. You know what I mean? Declan Rice goal was excellent. I can't lie, man. It was a brilliant goal. I thought him and David Raya were your best two players, especially Declan Rice. He was phenomenal for me. But yeah, man, gutted. But also, you know what? Fair play to the lads. They put a shift in. It is Arsenal. You have to still remember that you're not a shit team. You're not a rubbish team. You know what I mean? And ultimately, you know, we get a point, and we deserve more. We did deserve more. And yeah, if we had our shooting boots on, if David Wright had an off day, that would have been a 3-1 for United, man.
At least.
Yeah, at least, yeah. So I'm kind of gutted in that one. But yeah, man, Dan, man, how do you see it, man, in your kind of opinion, the game, how it went, man, for you?
Yeah, very similarly to you, actually. I think you've picked out the players that I would have highlighted from an Arsenal perspective. Declan Rice was unreal, man, and has been, to be fair, for the last couple of games. I'm still not a fan of him in that kind of 8 role. I love him as a 6, but personally thought he's been excellent for the last 2, and I can't complain about his performances. His last-ditch tackle on Højlund was unbelievable. If I'm honest with you, he's got to get that right, and he did. He was excellent. Gabriel made one as well, but I thought Gabriel and Saliba were a bit meh, if I'm honest with you. Timber was really good, but Raya, wow. I mean, I felt like he was at fault for the goal, along with Trossard and Calafiori, by the way, who gave away a stupid foul. But Raya, his positioning was wrong. However, he made up for it, man. I mean, he got something out of the game for us. We would have lost the game, to be fair. But we stink going forward, man. And we have done all season, to be honest. Even with Saka and Havertz. People are saying we're depleted with injuries. Like, Man United had more injuries than us yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, your bench was disgraceful. It was 17, 18-year-olds, apart from Højlund. So I look at our bench, and we've got a guy that's earned millions of pounds from Chelsea and Arsenal that's sitting there staring into space. Behind Tierney and Zinchenko now, as well as Ethan and Havertz and Martinelli and Saka when they're all fit, and Trossard. He's not getting minutes, and I've got to look at the manager Said as well. Yesterday, I thought it was abysmal performance from him. I thought it was absolutely embarrassing. To bring on Tierney as a left winger and cross the ball into 5'4" Trossard, if that's going to try and win you a game, then I need a new manager, man, because that is a stinky way to try and win a football game against a side who, by the way, are embarrassingly bad. As you would even admit, Said, one of the worst United sides I've seen in the history of the Premier League, could have quite easily and comfortably beat us yesterday. And that's our strongest 11 bar Saka and Havertz. So that's a worry when that happens, yeah? Some will say it's a flip of a coin between Trossard and Martinelli. Well, both of them played yesterday, parts of the game. Ethan is probably one of our most attractive players at the moment going forward at 17. He played yesterday. And then obviously you've got Marino up top, who I don't quite understand what he is, if I'm honest. He's not a centre forward, but we knew that. But I'm not quite sure he's a midfielder either, because when we put him in midfield, the only reason Højlund and Rice had that coming together was because of his bad mucking around on the ball bozo moment. Calafiori, don't get him. Seen enough of him. Don't want to see him at left back anymore. How many more people are going to skin this, brother? I mean, there's Garnacho alongside Wan-Bissaka alongside. Who was the other guy? There was another guy. Oh, Forest lad, Hudson-Odoi. I really don't get it, if I'm honest. But apparently, it's another year. It's injuries. It's David Coote. He's the reason we've lost the title. The Queen died. All these fans are just coming out with these classic examples of reasons as to why we're not going to win the league again. And I'm sick of it, man, because the fans come for me when I start saying that I don't believe this. Well, it's not the manager. It's not the owner's fault. They spent 700 million. It's not well, whose fault is it then? Is it everybody else's fault? Liverpool have been lucky, I keep hearing. David Coote, as soon as he got banned, Liverpool were clearly going to win it because David Coote was doing some lines. The Queen died, so we weren't going to win the league. What is happening with this fan base? I'm sick and tired of hearing all this crap every single season. Maybe the manager ain't good enough. Maybe he's taken us as far as he can. Maybe we need a winner now. Yeah, maybe the owners are a disgrace for leaving us short in the summer and January. Has anyone ever thought of this? All these fans do is tell me that I'm toxic and negative for trying to demand more and the best. And I'm getting let down every year. I'm tired of it, man. Maybe the fans deserve this. Maybe they deserve us to go finish 5th and 6th or something. Because that could happen, by the way, playing like that. Yeah, because we ain't beating Chelsea. That's got a boring 0-0 draw written all over it, that has. Yeah. So for me, I do not see how we move forward from this. And at the moment, people are relying on Andrea Berta coming in and a good summer. But I've heard of what summer war chest for the last 10 years and it ain't happened. So where I'm at right now with the game yesterday, I didn't really learn much other than we still need more players in the attack and we haven't done enough. And that's just facts, in my opinion. I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's facts. If anyone watches the last few games and says that Arsenal don't need a new front line, then I don't think you understand the game. I think you may as well stick to basketball or another sport because it ain't for you, man. It's so obvious. So obvious.
Yeah. You know what it is for you lot? Like, it's a lot of like side to side, man. Like, it's just predictable. And we just, all we did was...
And that must be a manager thing, Saeed. That must be a manager thing. There's no way they're getting on the ball going, I don't really want to go forward to this. Let's pass it around here at the back like we're on the beach. And Gabriel and Saliba's passing together is actually getting right on my nerves now because there's so many opportunities where they can push it forward, you know. And Declan Rice was brilliant yesterday. No idea why he's shushing the crowd. Yeah, because when Darwin Nunez equalised, they got the ball and went back and tried to win the game. Yeah, we're getting 1-1 and he's doing all this. Where was he shushing? They're 14th, man.
I don't think he was brilliant. I just think he was the best of a bad bunch, to be honest. I think
Who's that?
Declan Rice, bro. I don't think
he was good. He was good, bro.
Yeah, he was good.
Man, I think he was good off the ball, right? He made a very good tackle for the Rasmus thing. He scored that goal. But away from that, bro, offensively, what did he offer them in that role? What did he offer them, bro?
The creator wasn't creating an Odegaard.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to give Rice. Rice was trying to do everything. He was literally trying to do everyone.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I'm not pointing my fingers at Rice here. I'm pointing my fingers at Arteta, right?
Yes,
because Potts. The thing with me right now when I look at Arsenal, they're going through a period where they're now stale, right? And when you talk about side to side, if they have different personnel in different positions, for me, I think they'll start to play better, right? If they take Rice out of that 8 and they play him as a 6, for example, and they go and bring in a Morgan Gibbs-White, they go and bring in someone that's a little bit more creative
Morgan
to play
Rodgers, man. Rodgers
in that left half space, more like a Rodgers. You'll see Arsenal offensively do things that players like Rice can't do because they're more.
Ultimately, what you're saying though, Don, is they need someone more creative than Odegaard because Odegaard's been. I don't know how or why he keeps getting excuses. He's been back.
I'm with you, George. I'm with you.
He was injured. He was injured 4 months ago now. Like he come back from injury. He had the same thing last year where he started the season well, rubbish, and then he come back and he had a great end to season. Now, when you guys are looking at him to step up, Odegaard's nowhere to be seen. Like he doesn't have no captain mentality.
When Odegaard was out,
Odegaard ain't a creator.
Their whole midfield, like when you talk about Odegaard, right, in terms of the creativity, that's been lacking massively, right?
He's always been lacking massively. People have put him into this category of he's a creator. I don't think he's a natural creator.
He's not. That's the point. That's what I'm getting at here, OB. That's what I'm getting at here, right? When people like to crash it on their attack, because we know Martinelli and that Trossard, they need upgrades on these guys. Saka's their best attacker. Yeah, we know they need to have upgrades on Havertz. But when I'm looking at their midfield as well, they haven't really got much GNA in that midfield consistently, bro. Right? They haven't really got a mad creator like a Palmer or even like a Bruno. Right? They haven't really got anyone that gets goals from midfield, really. You know what I mean? So I look at that area of the pitch as well. I think there's a little bit of, upgrade in that area, bro.
Don, this brings up, not even just for you, for the panel, because me and Potts just spoke about this on Judge's channel. There's a discourse from Arsenal fans saying that Odegaard's more of an 8 than a 10. So, of what you're just saying, do you agree with that? Do you think he's better from deeper?
Yeah, I think he's more of an 8, innit? I think
I agree.
I think it's more
Yeah,
of an 8 because obviously off the ball he presses. He's able to like connect the dots. Give the pass before the main pass. But in terms of actually, eye of a needle pass consistently creating, like, for example, Enzo Fernandez and Palmer. When you watch these guys, they create consistently for us, bro. Right? I don't know. I'm not even just saying this.
No.
They do. If you go check the stats and whatnot, and you go watch our games, Cole
Enzo's
Palmer,
better than Odegaard. You get what you're saying? Enzo's better than Odegaard. No, that's what you're trying to say.
Cole Palmer and Enzo create way more chances than their midfield. Way more chances than their midfield. Arsenal might be better defensively, but our midfield is more effective than theirs, bro. It's a fact. You know what I mean? So that's not.
I agree. Your midfield is more effective. Your midfield doesn't have Enzo in it. Let's just be real. Your midfield, Lavia, Caicedo, Palmer would be your best. Enzo doesn't get in it, bro. Let's just stop.
What's this? Hold on, Potts. You just.
Let's not do this.
Hold on. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to talk about Chelsea yet, but bro, Enzo's been one of our best players this season. So why are you?
You've also said Caicedo, Lavia, and Palmer's the best midfield.
Like we literally dropped Lavia at one point of the season, and we struggled.
No, but you're the one that's consistently said that you're missing Lavia's profile in your team.
Of course we are against.
So Lavia starts.
So who's
he doesn't need to start every game. It doesn't need to start every game.
This is what a 1-0 win to Leicester does.
You don't need to start every game. But anyway, man, I'm gonna throw me off. The point that I'm making is those two midfielders, right, create a lot of chances for us. I don't see Arsenal midfielders really doing that. I'll be real. I don't see that. That's missing in your team, bro.